What's going on, people? Welcome back to the No Strings podcast. I am Kojo Anim.
Natty Ranx.
And we are here with another episode. Remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe to the No Strings pod on everything. Yeah, I don't even know what everything means nowadays, but it literally might mean everything. Yeah.
Threads, Snapchat, Facebook.
MySpace.
You still use Facebook? Not really. Ish.
Yeah, I do. Yeah. But yeah, people underestimate Facebook, you know? People still get it.
No. Oh, no. People be, especially if you're selling something.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's true.
Facebook got the money.
They got a Facebook shop.
Yeah.
They got a Facebook shop. But anyway, we are joined by a very, very special guest. Somebody who I call my sister. I also remember the first time I met her. I don't know if she knows the first time I remember or remembers, but I'm gonna bring it up. Ooh. But we've also got our first female guest in the building.
Mm-hmm. I'm your first female guest.
Yeah. Can you start talking? Can you start talking while I'm doing the intro?
We didn't introduce you yet.
Yeah. Yeah, she's not much of a talker, as you can see. I would like to call her, I don't even know exactly what to say. Is she the queen of UK garage and R&B? And I don't know, but I think she's just a queen. She's got one of the best voices I've heard, and I've heard everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the No Strings podcast, Miss Kele Le Roc.
Thank you.
What's going on?
Hello.
And what do you want to say now?
I wanted to say that I'm really honoured and flattered to be your first lady guest.
You are the first.
And I'm the first throuple as well, aren't I?
Yes, you are.
So
yes.
I'm honoured.
Yes,
yeah.
Throuple's new. I'll Google it.
That's what I wanted to say. And I'm not the queen of garage. I'm one of the queens. There's many of us.
She ain't trying to start
But you are a queen.
I am a queen.
You are a queen.
A queen of garage.
Okay, cool.
I'll take that.
So let's talk. The first time I met you, can you remember the first time you met me?
No.
You can't remember. You didn't even try.
I'll be honest.
Like it was just now, you know.
What's your name again?
I don't remember last week. I'll be honest.
Do you know your name?
Yeah, I know that. Yeah.
The first time I saw you was at an event in Birmingham, a student union event called ACTFest. Right? ACTFest was a student event that they used to do in Birmingham, and all the universities used to go up there for the weekend. Mm-hmm. And they had everybody perform, like yourself, Mystique, like a lot of people that was kind of like breaking through. And I was just like a new comedian on the scene. They asked me to host it. It was my second year doing it. And in comes this black woman who looked so attractive and very kind of like, you was different because I noticed that you had that's the first person I ever seen it with it, to be honest. The piercing on the mouth. So
I thought he was going to bust a joke and say, and then I saw Kele Le Roc. Go on.
She's writing my material, ladies and gentlemen. Now you know where I get it from.
Boom.
But I saw you there, and I was like, oh wow, like Kele Le Roc. And I knew I'd seen you and I'd heard of you, but obviously you never met, do you know what I mean? And straight away, your vibes was just in. Like, you was just good vibes from then, and I was like, nah, this person's cool. And obviously, gradually, we've gone on to do shows and work together and hang out and a whole bunch of things. And now I like to consider you a sis in the game that we've been in for such a long time. So that's the first time I met you. When do you think was the first time you can recollect meeting me?
I'll be honest and say, there are so many people that I know I've just known forever, but I cannot recall the first time I knew them. But I know it's been a while that we've known each other.
Yeah, a long time.
And also, it's been beautiful to see your rise as well, babe. You know?
Well, yeah. And the career.
This
is why we don't get Gallup on the show. He goes left.
Allegations.
Very inappropriate.
Yes. Hey, Kojo the Reckoning coming soon to Netflix.
Rod.
So let's talk about that though. Have you seen the Diddy?
No, I haven't.
The documentary. Have you not seen the Diddy?
Man. Yeah, I've seen. Well, I'm in between finishing it now. I'm on the last episode. But they made Diddy out to be some kind of madman. I didn't know he was responsible for so many deaths. According to the doc. Allegedly. I didn't know. What is your,
obviously, like, you've been in the music business, we'll get into your career, but what is your kind of, I know you don't care in general, but what does, when you say the name Puff Daddy,
yes,
right, what do you think that means? What does that mean to you?
He's notorious, he's a mogul, and a woman beater.
Now,
yes. Previously, I mean, I went on tour with Total years ago, so he was around, but he wasn't Puff Daddy then.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, but I think even then he had an air about him. Do you know what I mean? So, it just, as it's transpired, he's not a very nice man.
Do you know what? Yeah, a couple of things. So I met Diddy when I first went to New York. Me and Reggie was in New York. Yeah,
you went to the Diddy boy.
Hold on, bro.
But he's charming, isn't he?
He is, but like I was walking across the road towards Radio City, which is a music venue, and he was walking opposite. And that's the first time. Like, remember, I'm in New York, for like the first time. I'm mesmerized by everything, bro. You know, I'm taking pictures of the sky. I'm like, New York sky. Like, I'm a tourist. And Diddy's just walking towards me normal. I lost my mind. I said, what's going on? Why is this so casual? Do you know what I mean? But knowing me, you know, I stopped him and I was like, hey, Puff Daddy, my name's Kojo. I'm the comedian from the UK, blah, blah, blah. So you're going to hear about me one day, blah, blah. He said, yo, man, keep doing your thing, bro. Yeah, I said, I love London. And then he kept walking. Do you know what I mean? I'm not going to, like, can I do a picture? Like, I don't care who it is. You know what I mean?
Taking off pictures of the sky.
To be fair, yeah. It was one of them Kodak ones. But it was just quick thing, and then he kept on moving. But that stayed with me, and I thought, you know what, like, cool guy. The second time I met him, he did a party in London. That was the first time, bro, that I saw women run out of the club and run into his vehicle willingly, like run into, not come ladies, come. Like, they ran in, they didn't know where the car was going. They didn't give a shit where the car was going, but they ran into the vehicle, bro, like, and sat down like, I want to be here.
Women are crazy, you know.
But I've never, I mean, you can tell us, but I've never ever seen anybody I've met stars, I've never seen people literally flee into being in this man's car. Do you know what I mean? And then the last thing I'll say is, from what I've heard, I worked with Russell Simmons in New York. Privileged to have done that. And around that time, they were working on Run's House. Diddy was one of the producers on Run House. And people even got a lot of things to say about Russell Simmons, you know what I mean? But one thing that he said to me, Russell Simmons, is like, Diddy's the devil.
That's not the first time I've heard that.
Yeah.
I've heard that before.
Like, he said, doing business with this man is like working with the devil. And Russell Simmons is saying that. You know what I mean? This ain't no intern that's just kind of in their feelings. You know what I mean? I'm working for free.
He's a mogul himself.
This is a big rascal, man. He's got his own shit going on, allegations, all type of stuff, but the man said Diddy's the devil, and that stayed with me. He said, working with this man's devil. So now when everything unfolds, it just seems a bit like you're actually getting the words with the images.
You're like, seems about right.
Yeah.
But I'd seen a few of the interviews. I watched like a few of the Vlad clips and all these other ones, like Art of Dialogue, where they get Diddy's bodyguard talking about certain scenarios. Yeah. So you kind of see the run-ins with all the hip-hop culture, Suge Knight and all these things. So seeing the doc kind of just put the imagery to all the stories I've kind of heard. But I didn't realize how conniving he would move with it. Do you know what I mean? Even like, obviously, there's him trying to throw this big party and obviously not spending a lot of money on security. So then people die in the thoughtful of that because people are pushing.
I mean,
like that was the first thing where he's just trying to cover it. He's kind of trying to cover his tracks. But then you get scenarios where, like with Biggie, he's talking about they had already got the call to say that people are coming after them. Sean is like, no, I want to throw a party on enemy turf. They're in LA. They got beef with all Suge and these lot. Do you know what I mean? Diddy's like, nah, I want to throw a party here. It's that same.
And Biggie was supposed to be in London.
He was meant to go to London that same. Yeah. And he cancelled that flight got cancelled, and because he wanted to throw this party, obviously Biggie got shot that day, innit? So it's mad, bro. I mean, look, he's. I don't know if it's premeditated, but it's mad.
With documentaries, there's a narrative that they want. As well, especially with who's producing it, 50 Cent. You know what I mean? Yeah, there's something that he wants at the end of this. You know what I mean? So
50 Cent is the king of petty as well. So if him and Diddy ever had beef, he's like, watch what happens.
Yeah, and
it makes us realize we don't hate our enemies enough because he's doing whole documentaries on this thing.
But he for me is like Jay-Z. I think, you know, like they don't react, they respond. See, the difference is people who react is an emotional thing. Yeah, immediately.
I mean, but it's still a bit emotional though.
No, but think about this. For me, reacting is like, what did he say? Blah, 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 blah. But Jay-Z will kill you on an album track that ain't even a single. Yeah? He'll kill you on an album track and make people go, yo, you gotta listen to the album, track 13. Yeah. It's calculated. It's, let the enemy get comfortable. Let them feel like they're untouchable, and then lick them down with a whole documentary.
It's chess, man, it's chess.
But I feel like what he did to Ja Rule when he bought all the tickets, like that was genius, but also it was bitchy and catty. Like so whilst you might say it's not a reaction, it's a response. It's still a reaction. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know if that was Photoshop, that one. I followed that. But I don't know if that, but I do know. Listen, man, they got actual real beef.
Yeah.
They got actual
people have died.
real beef. Like, people got
But
touched.
why do people even have beef anymore?
Like, listen, once.
Like, why?
I think, do you feel
why
like.
can't we just love each other? What's the problem?
What kind of utopia from
What's the problem?
I hear what. So you saying, like, no matter what's kind of happened in the past, there needs to come to a point in your life where you just forgive.
Yeah, you're just full grown and you're just like.
Do you forget though?
What it is, I feel like you can never forget what that person did, in the sense of, you know what kind of person they are,
right,
and you know what to expect and what not to expect from that person. However, a lot of their beef started with petty nonsense. It's like, we were younger then, we know better now, we're grown now. Just leave that in the past.
We got kids.
We're not friends, but we don't have to be enemies. Do you know what I mean?
I mean, but doesn't like the hip hop excuse, doesn't that expire at some point? Like, they're grown, man.
Nah, because essentially that is a big part of their legacy. That beef is huge in their legacy. Do you get what I'm saying? And I do think he puts on that fire when he wants to promote something. Obviously, 50 doesn't.
But like, you know, Jay-Z and Nas, like, business together. Do you know what I mean? Let that go a long time ago. That's hip hop.
Yeah.
But
Speaking of hip hop, you see all these on here. Is there anyone on here that you think either shouldn't be on here, or anyone that you think,
or any albums you've heard?
Well, I mean, it is quite hip hop orientated, but there's no Prince on here. Like, where is Prince?
Okay.
If you look for the gap, I'm joking. we need to get Prince on here, Mike.
Prince on here.
What's going on, man?
Put Purple Rain up on here.
Purple Rain, yeah.
That is the first album I ever heard of Prince's. That is the first movie I ever saw him, and I fell in love with him.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
I don't know much about Prince, you know.
Oh, shame on you.
He was born last week. That's right.
Shame on you.
But wait, what was it about Prince that the guy like? Because
I know he was bossy though. I see. Is he like Michael? Is it like a bit like Michael?
Yeah, but even Michael Jackson, you don't talk about, oh yeah, I fell in love with these men, and now in 2025, I want a masculine man. Where's the masculine energy? And all this. Like, what was it about Prince?
Prince was very masculine though, although he was like
4'11".
Yes, even though he was quite effeminate, he was very masculine. But you know what it is about Prince? As a creative, his just creative energy was just next level. And like, I love Michael Jackson too, and I don't like doing that Michael and Prince. Like that for me is not as, I love them both, even though Prince is my favourite. However, what I will say is, why are you laughing? What I will say is, respectfully, Michael Jackson is a bit like a one-trick pony. Like, you can get a really good Michael Jackson impersonator, right?
Yeah.
Because he's got a few moves.
That's true.
He's got
That's
a
true.
look. He's got a hairdo. He's got the new nose. Like, if you're going for that Michael, there's so many amazing impersonators. Prince, how many eras, how many looks, how many sounds? How would you get one person that could encapsulate all those versions of Prince? Like, he was so multifaceted.
That's true.
You've got Purple Rain Prince. You've got when he had his batty out with the little curly hair. Like, you've got Afro Prince.
I don't even want to hear anymore.
You got
I don't know enough, and I don't want to hear anymore.
That was like, thank God I was born. Thanks, mama.
You've
Good
got
timing.
Symbol Prince. Like, there's so many versions of him, and they were all epic, and they all had their own like vibe, their own dance moves. Even who's gonna be able to do that?
That's real. It's true, because you don't often see many Prince impersonators. But
No, they always
Michael
do
Jackson.
the most cliche one, which is Purple Rain.
Yeah,
with the
of course.
flouncy sleeves and the curly hair. Do you know what I mean?
So let's go back to like little Kelly.
Yes.
What area are you from?
I'm from East London.
You born and raised?
Yes.
What hospital, do you know?
Mother's Hospital.
Mother's Hospital?
In Homerton. It's a block of flats, I think.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, but I was born in a Mother's Hospital too, and that's done too.
Were ya?
Yeah.
Showing our age, Kojo.
I know, man. I know.
Yeah.
It's all gone now.
Only
Yes.
certain people were born there, you get me?
Come on.
In black and white TV.
Shut up.
We had colour TVs, but we did only have 5 channels.
I remember that.
And we was the remote as well.
Yeah.
Like,
Until B-Sky B came along. When B-Sky B came along, then things started.
I remember when Channel 5 was launched with the Spice Girls. That was the Old Testament. Yeah, like, that's how far back I remember. But young Kele Le Roc in East London, what were you like?
Effervescent, as I still am. Always singing, always dancing, just happy.
Kid. How did music kind of influence you? Like, was it a family thing?
So when I was 3 years old, my mum saw me trying to emulate the Nicholas Brothers. I love musicals, watching a musical. Then she sent me dance school, so I went dance school from the age of 3. And like singing
3?
and dancing. Yes. Yeah.
My son, you're lazy. 3?
Yeah, 3. Yeah. So like singing and dancing obviously go part and parcel, and I love musicals. So I originally wanted to like do musicals, be in musicals, and then when I was 12, I had an operation on my knee, and I was told I always have problems with my knees, as you know. As he was hobbling up the stairs.
That's the footballer's dream. That's the footballer's story.
There we go.
Pro.
So then I was like, okay, I'll be a singer. So I started going to studio when I was 12. And then I just kind of pivoted into that. And I've been doing it ever since.
Who were the people that you was listening to? Obviously, you said, love for Prince and stuff. But who influenced you?
So growing up in my household, there's a lot of like Luther Vandross, Whitney Houston, reggae artists as well. And I think I loved growing up in the 80s because I love like all the 80s stuff that was happening. So there was a big like insurgence of like UK artists as well, like Loose End, Soul to Soul, Incognito. Like we had a lot of that going on. But then also, like Madonna. I love 80s, 90s Madonna. Like that's my favorite era of her. We just had so much good music, and I think it was also diverse. Like everyone was themselves. They didn't all sound the same. They were all just being their own unique self. And I was just really grateful that I grew up in a really musically free time.
What was the moment where you kind of realized, I'm actually really good at this?
I don't know, because for years, like people would say I had a good voice, and I used to be really shy. So when there'd be like family occasions and stuff, they're like, Kelly can sing, and I'll be like, don't look at me, turn around. I used to be so nervous. And even at dance school, I would always get solos and stuff like that because my dance teacher saw that I had, singing talent. And like in old videos of me like performing, I'm literally so shy. I'm on the stage like and then I don't know, one day I just owned it, and then my whole performance changed. I think it was just shyness. I just overcame it. But there used to be like, I think, was it Julie Mansfield? And there was another girl, I think it was Katie something. They were like two girls I went to dance school with, but they, them girls that are just full on got it, like they're always in performance. They're not shy, they're not embarrassed. And I think one day I just looked at them and I was like, you've got just as much talent as them, but they're out there like proclaiming it. Proclaim your talent, bitch.
Was that like a solo that you kind of, you feel like you kind of restored that confidence?
No, I was already doing solos, and I was entering competitions and stuff, but I just still was really shy. Like sometimes I could overcome it, but it was, it was sporadic. It wasn't something that I would always have switched on. And then one day I was just like, you got it, just own it.
Something similar happened with me, in college.
Singing career?
No. In college, bro, we had to do Macbeth. Right, and
I act.
I act. Yeah. So my I was like chilling. Obviously, you're in college, you know what I mean, just messing around. I literally turn up late, whatever. And but I was talented. My teacher gave me the role of Macbeth.
Wow.
Knowing that I was that person at the back that's just coming to chill. I'm just coming for EMA. Was it EMA? I'm coming for the bursary, And he gave me Macbeth, and there's pictures and prints of this all throughout the college. I went to Hammersmith in West London College.
Did you see something in you that you didn't know you possessed?
Yeah, a deep voice.
Yeah.
Was that just it?
I don't know what he saw.
Is that all you needed, the deep voice?
I don't know what he saw. And I was the only black, I think I was the only black guy in there.
Oh.
And he made me Macbeth, And I'm not sure if I was the strongest actor at that time or the most enthusiastic, but he made me Macbeth. And obviously, I had to learn all of this Shakespeare. It's not like you're just learning normal script. I'm having to learn Shakespeare, understand the meaning. And
you're gonna say words like Bartholomew.
Yeah, you can't bluff that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Rack. You can't just start saying random shit.
Yeah.
And it was going all over the college. So some of my, cams and all that, they all went to my college. So it's like some of my guys that were doing like sports and business and that, they're like, oh, what, you got a show? Yeah, we're going to come through. I'm thinking, oh my days, bro. Like, I'm going to be on there doing Macbeth. I don't even know my lines. But it made me fix up. Just from someone putting that spotlight on me, made me actually own it. I smashed it. Everyone's like, yo, that was cold, whatever. And I think that was the moment that I actually realized, okay, cool. Like,
you're good at this.
Yeah. But sometimes you need that one person that's just going to call you out on your shit and say, yo.
Did you do any school plays?
Yes, I did.
Which ones?
Oh God, I can't. Do you know what? I can't remember. What I will tell you though is so when I got into senior school, I got into Italia Conte, which is a stage school.
Yeah.
But I couldn't get a grant to go, and my mum couldn't afford to send me. And I remember she, like, in protest, she kept me off school for about 3 weeks, and they weren't having it. And so then in the end, I went London Comprehensive. And so I turned my school into stage school, basically.
Wow.
So we would like sing in every assembly, dance in every assembly. We had a dance troupe. We'd enter competitions. And then when we left, we put on this big dance extravaganza, and they still do it to this day. And they've joined with all the schools in Newham, and they put on this big show at our school. But we started that. And it was literally because I didn't get into stage school. So I turned my school into stage school.
Yo, listen.
See it there?
I was in primary school, yeah, and I was like, I was one of the like happy-go-lucky kids and stuff, but I was with the niggas, innit? Like, my school was called Tyson. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I remember my teacher came up to me. She goes, "You got a lot of energy. You should do the school plays." I know that. I ain't doing no school play. Like, we think this. I'm answering.
What age is this?
I'm like 10.
Oh.
I ain't doing it.
Yeah.
I ain't doing it, yeah? Because I'm thinking the man is going to see me do some
Trying to
some
set me
play.
up.
Yeah, Technicolor Joseph and a Technicolor Dreamcoat.
Oh.
So they gave man Pharaoh, yeah?
Pharaoh.
Now, Pharaoh in this play is very like Elvis type.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, the songs are like that, yeah.
And also, just after that, I remember Jason Donovan had done he made it big kind of over here as a play. So I was just like, oh yeah, that's the same play I done. So they gave me Elvis, innit? Now, obviously we're doing rehearsals or whatever. Didn't want to do, I'm just doing it with no enthusiasm whatsoever, but I'm just like, it's something to do, so let me do it. Slowly, but I think my inside was enjoying it, but I didn't want to admit that I was enjoying it kind of thing. I'm from Hackney, I'm sorry. Do you know what I mean? So this is the bit where I was like, Jesus, yeah. They in the assembly, assembly, everyone's sitting there. Yeah, everyone's sitting there. Back in the day, good old days, I could cross my legs. Yeah. I'm sitting down. He goes, okay, so the cast from Joseph and Technicolor Dreamcoat are going to do a performance now. What?
Now.
Excuse me? What? I'm saying with the man there, yeah? Brother. And my thing, I had to do some wine. I had to do all of that stuff. Yo.
What do you mean?
Listen.
You had to whine at it?
Listen, I'm standing up. Everyone else is sitting down.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm standing up now. My bit comes in it. And then my teacher goes, come on, Kojo, come on. And I'm just like,
Yeah.
doing my lines like this in front of the man. Like, bro, I was fuming, bro.
Kojo's on the stage winding up himself.
I was like this.
Thinking that it makes him look better, but it actually makes him look worse.
But I just did it lackluster though.
Yeah.
But the thing is I needed that moment because it allowed me to separate myself from the boys, but also find myself.
I think they separated themselves from you, Kojo.
That's probably what happened, to be honest. Yeah, man, you idiot. Man, I had twerking before he was school.
Lava splash.
Why did I himself?
Yo, yeah, I still remember doing this like it was a chief. Yeah? So now...
I feel awkward just watching the recollection.
Yo, Kelly, I'm sitting down, but the thing is, once I got that out of the way, it was back to rehearsals. But now I'm going to be more enthusiastic. Now I'm going to really enjoy it. And I always had a love for creating, writing stuff and becoming a character. I always had love for that. So for me, that was kind of probably the first essence of performing arts that I was doing. Do you know what I mean? And afterwards, I was enthusiastic. So come secondary school, I was looking for it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? All my boys done double PE and I'm doing double drama. Do you see what I'm trying to say? So I was comfortable already to kind of then distance myself and separate myself from what the man did. Because I'm like, 2 hours of PE for what? Looking kickball before school, after school. I don't need to be doing it for a lesson. I'd rather do it with PE drama. Do you see what I'm trying to say? So in high school, was there any moment where you like, I got to start a girl group?
High school?
Well, like secondary school.
Okay.
Yeah. So I've been all over the world.
Age.
I'm global.
You know, like them like year 4, and I don't understand none of that. I don't even know what that means.
Oh, right. Okay, Jesus.
Because we didn't have that. We had like 4th year, 5th year, then you go to 6th form, and then you would go to college, yeah? Right. And then, because in America, college is uni.
Yeah.
And high school is college, is what we do, is college. Because they go there when they're like 16, 17, 18, innit?
They go to college. College for Americans is university.
Yes, but high school is what
11 to 15, 11 to 16.
I thought high school is what we call college.
No, high school is secondary school.
But they do it till later though, right?
Yeah. That's why, yeah. But so in secondary school, was you, because I don't know if I've met a singer that didn't try and start a girl band. Like so.
Do you know what? No, I think I always wanted to be a solo singer. To be fair,
they were slowing me down.
but
Hey, lunch by myself, everything.
But I did have a singing troupe. I did have a dancing troupe, as I said. So we sung and danced all the time. We would go all over. I remember we won a competition. We did, what was his name? Beat those breakfast bowls. What was his name?
I can't remember.
He used to be on the radio. What was his name? He did
Chris Tarrant?
No, he was a black guy, Rasta guy.
Not Normski.
We did it in Stoke Newton. No. He used to, he used to always like put on like things for the community and
can't
like
remember who that was.
youth projects and stuff like that. And they had a competition. And we went down to Stoke Newton and we won the competition.
Okay, so he was winning from young.
Yeah.
Do you feel like all of those competition winnings is that kind of helped your confidence to kind of think, yeah, I'm this person, I can do this,
I feel like just taking part helps with your confidence, whether or not you win, because you know, like I said, we'd perform in assembly and stuff like that, and because that was one good thing. I don't know if kids can still do that at school, but you go to your head teacher and you'd be like, we want to sing in assembly, and they would let us sing, they'd let us dance, and we'd literally like do it every week more or less. And then there were other people that would do it as well, and they were rubbish, but they still let them do it.
See, our school never let us do none of that.
Really?
Yeah,
we were allowed to do that.
They told you, you're rubbish.
In my assembly, is just a man saying, every 5 seconds, a child in Africa dies. Just clicking his fingers. That was our assembly. Like, stop clicking your fingers, bro.
Stop killing them.
Stop killing the people.
Who did that?
Bro, in my school.
But what for? Was it a performance piece? What was it?
No performance. They're trying to talk about like what's going on in the world and all this kind of stuff. It wasn't nothing creative in my school. Nothing.
DJ Keatley.
Okay, I remember. I remember.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I remember DJ Keatley. This whole Station FM.
Yes. Yes.
Who's the playwright?
And another one's gone.
Brother.
Gosh.
It is bad.
Murdering them from West London, you know. Oh, mate. Okay, so let's get into My Love. How did that come about? It's obviously an anthem. My first real raving was garage. Do you see what I'm trying to say? Like when I started really going out, was the garage scene, Pure Silk, all of that. Do you know what I mean? So obviously you had an anthem, you have an anthem. Was there a record deal involved? How old were you? What was Kelly doing around that time?
So what happened was that basically I was with a label at the time. I was with Polydor, a division called Wildcard, which is now Universal.
Yeah.
And my song was number 8 in the charts.
Wow.
But I'd started...
Hold on. You ain't going back to just continue roll over that. Because people get number 8 now like it means something. That don't mean that. Back then, being top 10 was a thing. Like, let's not normalize what's going on back then. Yeah, that was a thing. You was big.
Yeah.
And what
numbers.
What charts are these?
The national chart.
The chart.
Big up your thing, innit?
Top of the pops.
You say like some regular person here. You mad?
Listen, I used to remember Top of the Pops. I ain't that young.
They need to get Top of the... I think they have it at Christmas, don't they? But
they need to bring that back.
Great.
They need to, man. We
need more music shows. We don't have as many.
Exactly. But anyway.
Yeah. So I was like number 8 in the charts, but I started going to an event called Twice as Nice, which was at the Coliseum.
Yeah. I couldn't get in back then, but yeah.
And I just loved the scene. I loved the music. And the irony was, you know, normally people get their songs played in the club and they want to be in the charts. I was in the charts, but I wanted my song played in the clubs.
Yeah.
And I begged my label, and because obviously they heard about this new scene, garage, they allowed it. So I remember when I recorded My Love, I flew home from Napa. I went straight to studio with Tim Below, which is Tim Deluxe and Omar. And we were just vibing. We were just having a vibe. I smoked weed back then, so I'd smoked some weed, had a vibe. When I went in there, they'd already had the din, 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 and then we just built it from there, and it just happened.
But My Love was the original.
It's a pop R&B song.
Yeah, the original slow and sexy and
also, you know, Ignorance did a banging remix of that as well.
Shout out to them boys.
The Ignorance remix is banging.
Shout out to them, man.
Yeah, they're big, and actually, I think at the time...
Ignorance, like Marshall and...
Yes.
Come on.
Marshall and Trevor.
Yeah.
At the time, they were the only like UK like outfit that could match American production.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, and then some, because they had their own style, they had their own quirkiness. They're dope. They're like dope writers, dope producers. Yeah.
So when you're in the studio, what's your regime or your ritual to kind of get in the zone?
Back then it was weed.
Yeah?
Yeah. I felt like I couldn't be creative without it. Yeah, but now...
I was expecting meditation. Numb your heart and gag, yo. She said, it was the herbs.
It was weed.
The ganj.
I smoke weed. It's like, you know when Rihanna, when they say to Rihanna, like, what's your ritual before you go on stage? She goes, herbal tea. Like, no, bitch, you smoke weed.
She's like, yeah, I have the lyrics. I'm ready to record.
But that's what it was like, though. In all honesty, it was like that. It was. On the odd occasion, you'd smoke weed and you'd be so high that you'd write nonsense. Yeah. But normally, it made me really creative. Yeah.
So then, when you stop smoking weed, how do you now write?
Oh, I struggled for a long time actually without weed. And then one day I went to studio and I just drank lots of water, and that seemed to have the same effect.
Right.
You was just talented anyway.
It just came out of me. So yeah, no. Now, yeah, I feel like practice just makes perfect. Yeah. So I've always listened to loads of different types of genres and stuff, and just when the more you write, I think what's his name? Ed Sheeran once said, writing is like if there's an old unused tap, and when you turn it on, all the mud will come out, and then you'll have spurts of like clear water. But over time, when the faucet's always on, then it just comes spraying out. Yeah. So yeah, it is a bit like that.
I like
the
that
more
analogy.
you do it, the more you do it.
That writer's block. Yeah.
And then that song, like, how do you feel like, what was it like, performing at the clubs and actually interacting with people that love the song?
Yeah.
And how did it feel? Did you feel like a star? Did you feel like this is just the beginning?
I think maybe similar to yourself, I don't know, but I think when you're like someone that's into manifestation and stuff like that, when all these things were happening, I was just like, this is my life. I didn't, not to say I didn't think it was amazing or like these things that were happening weren't exceptional, but because I'd already like ordained what I was doing with myself, I was like, this is my life, this is how it's supposed to be, and we're on track. Do you know what I mean? So in that regard, probably I wasn't as present to it as I could have and as I should have been, because I was always like, all right, this is cool. What's next? Where are we going now? What are we doing now? I think when you're ambitious, you are a bit like that, I would say now I more appreciate it because obviously I'm like nearly 3 decades in, and like when I perform My Love, the response it gets so much love, and it also, a lot of the time, the nostalgia that goes with it, so that I always get a story, like what this song means to this person, or the time in their life when they first heard it, or their first true love. And so it is always such an honor, like when you just hear these stories and what my songs mean to these people.
Has your audience changed? Quick one.
Yes and no. Yes, because there's a few younger like house and garage raves that I do, which is obviously a whole new generation. And then no, because people that love garage still love garage.
Yeah.
I mean, what's not to love?
Yeah. It is one of them things that just make you feel good, man. Sometimes I'm just listening, and like we talk about the soundtracks of our lives, right? And it was like it will always be multiple genres, you know what I mean? But garage does something to me, boy. Yeah, man.
And because we kind of made our own version of it, like UKG, it is so like just specific to London, to us, to our childhood.
Now, oftentimes you see what I mean, if a guy blows up, you're probably getting gal. Do you know what I mean? Were you dating around that time, or were the guys trying it with you? Because you was beautiful, you are beautiful, and you're young, and everyone's like, you're doing your thing, and you know what I mean, you look good, and from East London, obviously. You get me? So, were you dating at the time?
I had a boyfriend, and he's from Forest Gate as well. And we were together for 5 years at the time.
Okay, cool. So how was that? How was it dating? Now you're all over the place. You know what I mean? Your stock's rising. Like, how did he deal with it?
Do you know what? He dealt with it okay, to be fair. But I'm a very loyal person, and I'm a very like it's mad because I will meet people back then, and they'll say, "Oh, I met you, la 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 la," and then they're saying, you didn't even like give me the time of day. I said I was probably in a relationship. That's why I didn't even look twice at them. I mean, I am one of those types of people.
What is something you can do, like if you're in the limelight, that you can give your partner that reassurance?
I think...
Stop recording. I'm joking.
Do you know what? I think like I would always take my partner around with me if they wanted to come. Obviously, not everyone likes to be in the limelight like that. And I think when you enter a room, you should always introduce your partner and be like, "Oh, this is my boyfriend, such and such," and introduce them to your good friends there, like your male friends. I always think that's important as well because then they know there's nothing funny going on. Yeah,
interesting.
But also, just don't date an insecure person. There's that as well. Like, I think that now. Like, we've been in this business a while. You see the signs. Just don't date insecure people.
I think sometimes, though, maybe people don't seem insecure until the moment presents itself. Do you know what I mean? Because sometimes you got to be fair to them as well. You know, I watched The Crown, and I had a newfound respect for Prince Philip, right? Because when he married the Queen, she wasn't supposed to be the Queen.
No.
Right.
Yeah, she wasn't even in line to be the Queen.
She wasn't even.
Yeah.
Well, she was, but she wasn't first in line.
Yeah, but remember also, like, her dad, she was on her dad's side of the family only got it because his brother gave up the throne.
Yeah,
right?
For his true love.
Yeah, so imagine being with someone like, not, you know, you got royal family, but you're not in line to, you know, have any responsibilities.
Yeah.
And then now it's like, okay, she's going to be the queen. And I've got to humble myself and play second fiddle as a man.
Yeah.
Back in those days.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And he had to give up a lot of himself. So whilst people look at him and laugh today, right, he done a lot of sacrifice and he kept the family in line of what the Queen wanted. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you know.
But also she sacrificed a lot.
Of course, because she didn't want the role. She didn't want to do it.
She didn't want the role. And then obviously, even with her sister, she, you know, her and her sister fell out because she wouldn't allow her sister to marry. Yeah.
How do you, are you in a relationship at the moment?
No, I'm very single and happy.
So what do you think about relationships in 2025? Like, what is your energy towards it? Obviously, it's in our face and everyone's got advice.
Yeah,
And how do you survive in this moment?
What I do like about relationships in 2025, and I'm saying this from women that are similar to myself. Obviously, people always say, I don't know women like that, but I do, because they're my friends, they're my peers, and the conversations that we had. But a lot of us have had counselling. So we've done the work, right? We're a lot more emotionally responsible. We're a lot more emotionally mature. And I definitely feel like this, like if I was to meet the right guy, this version of myself would be the best version I've ever been of myself in a relationship. And I love that. I also love social media. And the things I do love about it are the information it gives and the information you can find out there. And also the enlightenment. What I don't like is when people put fake relationships on Instagram and then people feel like that's how their relationship should be. We're not a nogoso. And then there's a lot of like, there's a whole, I think a bit more of younger women, but there's this whole like, I want a man that takes me here and takes me there and does this and does that and spends this on me and spends that on me because they see it on Instagram, but it's not real life, babe. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? So
I mean, we saw it on television and we still knew, hey, hold on, that's TV. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
And that's what a lot of people, that's what it is. A lot of things on Instagram are not real and people believe it's real for some reason because it's social media, but it's also television.
Entertainment.
Would you say that, because you work out, right? You train?
Yes.
She does. I saw her at the gym.
We did see each other at the gym.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know him at the gym. He was training.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Yeah.
You training?
I didn't even recognize Kelly.
Nah.
Yeah. I saw her come in though.
Yeah.
But I didn't know it was Kelly.
Why do you recognize me?
Because
my face always looks the same.
First of all, you came down there, you know, like when the beach hair. Like, I don't think she knew what gym she was at. Talk about, hi Kojo. You didn't even see yourself. But Kelly come head down, and you know, she had the uniform of, I come to training, don't disturb me. Yeah. You know what I mean? So, yeah, it's all good.
The
She's
big
doing
fuck
her
up
thing.
sign on the forehead, on the cap. So do you feel like you would find your partner in the gym? Or is that like a deal breaker if you don't
I haven't
train?
found him yet in the gym, and I go gym. I've been banging gym for years.
Do you want someone that
I've never dated anyone from the gym, actually. Oh, really? I've had gym crushes, though. But you don't actually act upon gym crushes. You just use them for inspiration.
But there's an etiquette in the gym, and you've got to kind of let people finish their set. You know what I mean? I believe.
It's not even that. You just like, if you know they're going, like my gym crush, I used to go the same time I knew he would go. and then it would just make me train harder.
Did he know you exist?
Yes, of course he knew I existed.
You would speak to each other as
I'd say hello, but that was it. Like, we wouldn't hang out or anything. Yeah. But if I knew he was there, I would just train harder.
What is flirting in the gym? Is it like, oh, can I jump in? Jump in.
Again, I don't really flirt in the gym. No. I didn't even flirt.
You can't see no one. Nah.
He probably thought, who is this following me around?
I'm not even like, no, do you know how I first noticed him? He used to stare at me all the time. And I'd be like, why is he staring at me? And then I was like, oh, he's cute. Yeah. He's a bit younger.
Staring.
He was a bit younger than me, though. Okay. I could have been his
Would you date? There's this new thing now where everyone's talking about it, of older women dating younger guys. Would you date a younger guy? And what would kind of be like the years of difference that's suitable?
I've dated younger men and no.
Why?
Because again, I just think even men my age, like they struggle to just be emotionally mature at this age. So then to date a man that age, and then also like when you're young, you just have to fancy them and they have to make you laugh. When you're this age, they need their own house. The list is too long of things that I need them to have. So if I'm dating a young man, he's probably still living with his parents. I can't do that. I can't.
And you have to make him pack lunch.
I don't mind making my man pack lunch. I don't mind that at all. Like that, I don't mind.
Or the macros and
on the building site.
But you know what I can't take? When they live in a house with loads of other people. I think like
you got to take rooms in the front, take turns in the front room.
Yeah, at least all right, they're living alone. They're not living with their parents, but still, like they're living multi-person household.
They share the shower and that.
Yeah.
Hey man, you had the kitchen last week.
Hey man, who took my orange juice?
I know. When I come to your house, I don't want to have to say hello to anyone but you. Like, hi mom, hi dad.
And you know what? That shouldn't even be a request. You gotta write this down now. That's mad.
When you're young, you do it, right? When you come to my house, there's just me. There's not a whole like.
You come in and man's got to sneak you past his grandma.
Exactly.
What turns you on? What gets you excited about men?
I love intelligence. I love
conversation.
Yeah, I love really intellectual conversation. I love when a man can teach me something I didn't know. I love when a man's just cool as well and just chill, you know. And I love when he's learned, when he's done the work. You know, because there's a lot of toxic, I'm not even going to say masculinity, there's a lot of toxic human beings out there right now. And obviously I'm not a lesbian, I date men. So I encounter a lot of toxic men all the time. And the joke is that they think that they're alpha males. And you're like, no, you're very toxic.
So
I want to ask this.
Define the T word.
But
there's different variations of toxicity.
No, but we all like something toxic. What do you like that's toxic? Yeah, let's talk about that.
Yeah.
Because all these toxic men out there, but there's something that women like that's toxic.
That drew you.
I'll be honest and say, I think not anymore.
No. What was it then? Because you're gonna tell me something on this episode.
So the last toxic person I dated.
What did you like about that was toxic?
That he was obsessed with me. And then it just turned into, then he was just obsessed with me. Like, he was so jealous, he was so possessive, it just got ridiculous.
Yeah, you told him to follow you. He didn't know you meant Instagram.
And he was younger than me as well, again, he was a lot younger than me. So no, I would never do that again.
Interesting. Are you into zodiac signs and all that stuff?
I am, but they're not the be all and end all.
Are you like a grand rising woman?
I can be, but I'm also a good morning, and I'm not but morning means morning, and those whole analytical, videos that you see, and they're like, you mustn't say that, and then I'm like, no, because it's still a time of day, and I'm saying, have a good morning. Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
Is there anything that what's a quick turn off to you, like immediately? You know them turn offs where you ain't even gonna tell this guy he ain't got no chance. He just ain't got no chance now.
Bad breath.
Is it?
Yes.
The one time.
Is there a difference between...
If you miss your dental hygiene appointment one time...
But hold on. Is there a difference with bad breath? Is there a difference between they've eaten something, right? That's mad. Or, this one's coming from the gut.
I'm talking about halitosis.
From the stomach.
I'm talking about proper halitosis, yes.
Yeah, that comes from the asshole.
Because I love a good snog, and I can't imagine myself snogging you if you've got stinky breath. I just can't.
Mine's
if you're
ill, smoke.
If you're ill,
yeah.
Oh yeah, I don't like smokers either. But if you're ill and you've got ill breath or hungry belly breath, which is different to halitosis, you can allow that.
I think halitosis has a taste.
Yeah,
he's tasted it.
Yeah. I think my thing that I wouldn't even entertain a smoker first of all.
Yeah, I wouldn't anyway.
Have you ever been around him when someone's trying to build up and get mad?
Have you tried mullein leaf extract?
What the fuck is that?
You should try. I'll send you a link.
She keeps sending me some stuff. Yeah, she told me about. Yeah, you got to do your celery juicing on a Monday.
I'm actually fasting today.
You fast?
It's every Monday. I fast
she told me. Yeah.
Sunday dinner time to Tuesday lunchtime. So I try and average 40 odd
Sunday,
hours.
Okay, 40. How long have you been doing that?
Oh God, coming on 2 years now.
Yeah.
I've always done fast, but then I just thought instead of doing 3 days, 5 days, 10 days, just do it every week.
Cool. And then did you kind of was you doing intermittent fasting before?
I do a bit of intermittent fasting anyway, because I'm one of those people, if I'm busy, I forget to eat anyway. So cool. I do a bit of that as well.
Yeah, no, I do. What hours do you do? Do you do that specific hours?
So I try not to eat before 1, and I don't try not to eat after 7.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Nice. No, it's good. It's good. That helps with cell repair and all that kind of stuff. I do. online coaching as well. So
great.
I'm into all the health and nutrition.
I got a coach actually. I did Francis diet before my 50th. I did.
How were the results?
I lost a stone.
Okay,
Hello.
congrats. Big up yourself.
Now, the thing is, sometimes you say to women like, you look good, you lost weight.
Yeah.
Can that be a disrespect as well?
I always loved myself before. So I was happy before, even though I was bigger.
Yeah.
But then I was probably about a 10, 12. Now I'm like an 8, 10. But I like being this size more.
Yeah.
Because now you can see my muscle definition more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can.
There's a difference between losing weight and losing body fat.
Yeah.
So if you lose weight, you might just look exactly the same but smaller.
Yeah.
And if you're losing body fat, you look a bit more defined.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because one of my big things was I trained my back so hard and I just couldn't see the definition because I had too much back fat.
Yeah.
But now my back fat's gone.
There you go.
That's why I didn't recognize her.
Where's that back fat?
Where the back fat at?
Hey, Kelly. How you doing? Yeah, I'm fasting.
You weren't
It's
looking
not
at
halitosis, I'm fasting.
You weren't looking at my back anyway. What are you talking about?
I wasn't. But she was on the squat machine.
Oh, I thought you were going to say
She was on the squat machine.
Oh, you was looking at my back.
Because you turned around and said, Kojo, and that's where you was, isn't it? So I was like, hey.
See, I didn't remember where I was. I just remember I saw you in the gym. All right.
Yeah, and she goes,
all right, I wasn't.
and here's your phone. You know me, I'd be losing my phone and shit. But, all right, listen, we got a dilemma.
Okay, what's the dilemma?
And then you got a question for us.
I do have
And
a
then
question
we've
for
got
you.
some random questions for you.
Okay.
All right, so, and we want you guys as well, so leave it in the comments. And this one's a bit deep, but I want to know what you lot would do, okay? So this week's dilemma is from Aaron, yeah? And it says, hi guys, my name's Aaron and I'm really stuck. Christmas is supposed to be about family, but this year it feels like whatever I choose, someone's going to get hurt. My son's mum has planned to take him and her family to Disney World this Christmas to spend it with her family there, yeah? It's a big trip. He's been dreaming about this since he was like 7 years old, and he really wants me there too. He keeps saying it won't feel the same without me. Hearing that kind of like, makes him emotional. The problem is I'm in a new relationship. We've been together 5 months, and this will be our first Christmas together. Yeah? Eesh, this is mad. Okay. My girlfriend isn't comfortable with the idea of me going away with my son and his mum. Even though it's completely about our child, she feels like I'm choosing my old family over starting something new with her. I understand how she feels. I don't want to make her feel second best or unimportant, but at the same time, I'm a dad before I'm anything else. I won't lie though, the thought of waking up on Christmas morning knowing my son is 1,000 miles away already makes me kind of get a lump in my throat. If I go to Disney, I risk damaging a relationship that I'm trying to build. If I stay, I'll miss a once-in-a-lifetime moment with my son, and I'm worried that moment might be something that he remembers for a lifetime. What do I choose to do?
Okay.
Matt, what are you saying?
All right. Firstly,
Do you have kids?
I don't have kids.
Okay.
Yeah, that should be the first thing you say.
Yeah.
I don't know why she had to prompt you. Firstly, I ain't a dad. Sorry.
I ain't a dad. However, if you're family first, isn't it? It is a family first. I think you can do these moments with your 5-month acquaintance or romance. Boxing Day another time, maybe New Year's, you say, we're going to do something special a little bit further away from Christmas. And she has to understand that this is what comes with me. These are my primary responsibilities. And you respect that, and you respect me as, part of my life.
Is this because of the 5 months thing? Is that a very important thing?
I think 5 months, it is. I mean, I understand it's nice, it's ideal, but you ain't even been together a year. You haven't even been together a year. Like, this is going to be huge for your son. These are the things he's going to remember.
But factor in the ex is there, her family's there. Christmas time, her family's there.
Is there a way where we can bring the 5-month acquaintance nearby around the scenario?
You two are in some utopia. I don't know.
That would be for me like.
Well, clearly it's not an option.
Yeah, it's not an option.
Well, how do we know that?
Because there's the dilemma. Do you know what I mean? Otherwise, you'd be like, forget that, girl. Sorry, she can come.
That's fine. Don't worry about it.
I'm not saying she has to go to Disneyland, but he could bring her, or maybe let her fly in a couple of days later and spend the 2 days with his son, and then they go off and do their thing.
That's a good compromise.
That's a very good compromise. And also, like I said, I don't have children. However, if I've dated men with children, and sometimes, yes, there is like, and I think my younger self would have been insecure about that and would have probably felt jealous about that.
Fuck them kids.
Yeah, and I'm honest. I'm being honest. You know, I've been in them sort of scenarios, and I was jealous and I was insecure, and I was like picking a kid over me. But no, that's your fucking child. Yeah. And if I dated a man that didn't put his child first, I wouldn't even respect him.
This is what I'm saying.
I wouldn't even respect him. So I feel that he should go with the kid. And if there is a healthy compromise that can be made, where he says, do you know what, babe? Fly a couple of days later, and we'll do our own thing together. How's that? But 5 months is still no time.
Do you know what it is? I'm the opposite. I'm spending Christmas with my girl.
Oh, yeah?
I'll tell you why I'm going to spend Christmas with my girl, yeah, is because...
Are you just playing devil's advocate?
I'm not playing devil's advocate. Right. Stop bullying me. That's what it is. It's emotional manipulation. I've studied this, and I know what it is, Kels. Right, babe? No, the reason why I'm going to give another perspective is because I don't get into relationships frivolously, yeah?
Yes.
When I get into a relationship, not someone I'm seeing, when I get into a relationship, that's the first brick. I'm building now. Yes. Yeah? Also in there was that, you know, he's been dreaming of this since he was 7 years old. I've given my son 7 Christmases. One, let's just say he's 9.
But it's Disneyland.
I understand Disneyland ain't going nowhere.
It's the specific thing that he's been dreaming of.
Yeah, I understand.
And you were supposed to be part of it.
I understand, but I hope my son would have many dreams. And for damn sure, you ain't about to lock me in a 9-year-old dream when you're 34. You'll be like, Mom, I got a next dream. You know what I'm saying? Yeah? I'm of the opinion that for me, I'm building something with this person. Yeah? I can't afford also to ruin that because I can simply go away and then things change. Do you understand? I come back now, do you know what I mean? And you know what I mean? Things are just not the same. Also, I would like to think that, you know, you don't just not be there for your son, you replace it. So you either do something leading up to that before he goes, or afterwards. I'm doing something afterwards.
You try and make reparations.
Yeah, because I have no respect for people that just say I can't make it and don't replace it with.
That's how you withhold your integrity. Yes, 100%.
Yeah, this is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, because you was about to dash me away there.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie.
But I'm just saying, like, for me, I just think that, and also as well, like the mother and the family, you know, like. I guess I'm naturally thinking the worst, but do I want to spend Christmas with you and your family? I spend the whole time, you know, to get back together, you know, take a picture together. Do you know what I mean? Take a picture, because now you're taking pictures in no context. Do you see what I'm trying to say? Now you're doing it, sharing it. Why haven't you tagged me on your Instagram? I'm not with you no more.
Man's taking pictures like this.
The prison poses. Be out soon. Be home soon. Yeah. All I'm saying is that for me, I think when you call someone your girlfriend and it is 5 months, that's also as much as you're saying it's only 5 months. That also means it's fragile. Now it has to. You know what I mean? That you got to that's when you got to make sure that you're building the strength in it as well.
But you're also setting the boundary that my son does come first. I fully understand what you're saying about just because your child has a dream. You're not Martin Luther King. You can't just. I'm gonna be.
He could be,
but he does make a really. But he makes a good point.
What I'm saying.
He does make a good argument.
But it's like it is a decision that you're gonna have to make because how many of those scenarios can happen? If that happened every year, let's say.
Okay, what if it was reversed?
In what way?
So
you're the recipient.
You started seeing a girl. Yeah. She has a kid. She's going off with her baby daddy.
And the cameras are on you right now, by the way.
She's going off with her baby daddy. You really like this girl. You don't just call any girl your girlfriend, even though it's only been 5 months.
I just want to let you know, as him being my brother, he is furious right now. He is absolutely livid with a hypothetical scenario. Look at his whole body language.
Would you be happy?
It's only 5 months.
Would you be happy?
And that ex is called Benga.
And he bangs Jim hard.
It's got nothing to do with what he does in the gym. All right. This is something that I have to think about when getting with someone that has children. That they may need to prioritize that, and that is their first family before we create our own. So that's something I have to think about, and I think that is a big conversation that people need to have and think about before they get in a relationship with people with kids.
You didn't answer the question though.
Yeah, because now you thought about it. Motherfucker, what we doing?
Like, I'm just not going to date anyone with kids.
Yeah.
So that would never happen to me.
Yeah, what we doing?
All right, nah, like, I'm not comfortable with that.
No.
All of that fairy tale nonsense. Obviously, you got to think about these things.
I can say though, I'm not comfortable with it, but I also could see what I would do as the man in the situation.
Yeah.
Whoever I'm dating might not be comfortable with it. That's cool, but that's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
That was your question?
No. I mean, it's yeah. I mean, look, we all got different perspectives.
But
and
when
different outlooks.
when you change the perspective, like
Yeah,
when it's
yeah,
like you're the recipient, then you don't like it.
Yeah. But I knew his answer before you even asked him that. I saw him getting angry. Like, Lisa, what? You straight, my bro? Yeah. But yeah. I mean, let us know what you lot think in the comments, innit? Like, that is a cool situation. But what would you do in that scenario? Yeah. And is anyone bad for doing the opposite? Do you know what I mean? Let us know what you think. All right, Kels. Before we let you go. We got some questions. No, you got a question for us.
I've got a question for you guys.
Yes, you got a question for us.
It's in alignment with kind of what we've been talking about.
Okay.
So, if you could go back in time and tell something to your younger self that you now know as an older, more emotionally responsible, mature human being about relationships and women, what would it be?
Man.
Because you're like, you need to know this now. Like, don't wait till you're my age to know it. I need to tell you now. Like, you go back in time, like, you know this. Like Back to the Future.
That's an interesting one. You know what?
How old are you?
I'm 30.
Oh, okay.
So I think it would be.
Are you emotionally mature?
We're about to find out.
Are you emotionally maturing?
We're about to find out.
We ain't about to do this.
He's on the journey.
You know what she's doing, yeah. You know when older women try to move to young men, they're like, yeah, but are you mature? Are you mature? Yeah, you're mature still. Like, I like you. You're
Did
mature.
they say that to you?
They'll try and say you're mature, like yes, am I mature enough?
Well, let's hear your answer. Go on. All right. What would you say to your younger self?
Right, I would say, focus on yourself. I would say to stay single for like
That's not the answer.
I would say stay single until you can provide for a family when you're younger. Like, don't wait. A lot of the time, the relationships that we get in when we're younger, it gets to a point where unless you have the resources to do something and move forward, it gets a bit stagnant, and that's when it starts getting a bit way through. Do you get what I mean? So get yourself in a position, and then now you can move with intention. If you like the girl, all right, we're gonna get married. It's not I'm waiting on this, or I'm waiting to see where my career goes, or where I'm gonna live, or all this, or I'm living with my mom. It's I'm moving with intention. So get to a point where you can move with intention, and then date.
Okay, fair enough.
That's what I would say.
What would I tell myself about relationships 10 years, like when I was my younger self?
What you know now,
What I know now.
Women love relationships that you feel like you should, like you could go back in time and tell yourself that would be important to them.
This could be controversial, but
Men are the prize.
no.
Oh, fuck it around.
You've got to. It's gonna sound militant, and I don't even want to say.
No, say it. Say it with your chest.
I think this is what I think to be, and I know to be true. This is what I think. I think you gotta. I'm trying to think about how to word this.
We don't have lots of time.
We don't.
Hurry up.
Okay. What I would tell myself, my younger self, about a relationship that I know now is that enjoy the experience. Enjoy the experience. Don't think about forever. Enjoy the experience. I think if you don't think about forever, you won't feel as let down. You know, you won't feel as let down. I think sometimes people make all these mental plans with people and then forget to actually be present. Do you know what I mean? And whatever ends is a chapter in your book. You know, your book, unfortunately, won't have the same people in it all the way through. Majority of people in it for all the way through. So just to enjoy the moment. Do you know what I mean? I find now, you know, I forever is none of my business, you know, because I don't want to think about that. And I think those who do think about that don't enjoy now. You know what I mean? Like all my relationships, maybe like not when I was younger, but the last few, I made a promise to myself to just enjoy them. If they end, they end, because even if they end negatively, I know most of that relationship I had a good time.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even now, I talk to 90% of the exes because majority of it was good. However it ended that way, but majority of it was good. I had a good time. I don't want to be in a relationship thinking about the relationship.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I just want to be. I just want to enjoy and let's laugh and have a good time.
Yeah.
Don't worry about the plans. Yeah, you got to have some level of skeleton, right, of what you're trying to achieve, but don't be too fixated on it because I'm going to change. I'm not going to that's not gonna be my favorite meal anymore. And I have to communicate that to you. Do you know what I mean? So for me, I would tell my younger self, just enjoy them. Do you know what I mean? Just enjoy them and be honest.
So are you on like a reasons, seasons kind of vibe? Lessons and blessings, that kind of thing.
Yeah, but I also feel like I think I'll get to forever if I stop thinking about forever. Yeah. I think too many people look at people and they think too far down the line. Do you know what I mean? And then it's like you haven't even appreciated the ingredients it took to get here.
Do you know what I will say though? At my age now though, I don't have time to waste. So I'm not saying like if I date someone, it is going to be forever. But if I don't feel like it could possibly be forever, then what am I wasting my time for?
I know, but are you going to be the same forever?
No.
So why not just enjoy the version of you that is present now?
Yeah,
right?
but I'm just saying, if there's no inkling of forever with that particular person, what are we doing?
But what you're doing is you're subsiding the person you are now. You could be this person for the next 50 years. That's my point. You could be this person for the next 50 years. The reality is, Kels, that we don't like to talk about it. We're all going out the same door.
Yes.
We will be going through that door.
We are.
Now I hope we don't go through that door by ourselves. Because we spent all our life preparing for forever. Do you see what I'm trying to say? Yeah. When I hear people dying alone or being found in an apartment by themselves, that's not how I'm going out, bro. Yeah. Do you see what I'm trying to say? I might be at my neighbour's yard, but
let's die together. Let's go today.
Yeah, I'm gonna fall in my neighbour's door. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna do this alone, man.
Liable for the funeral.
You owe me. But that's more of what I mean about it. Like
but I don't even mean it like that necessarily. I just mean in the sense of if people aren't on the same page as you.
But I believe if we're honest, we know this from the get-go. We lie to ourselves and we hope that they become this thing that we want it to be. But we know. We know. Especially as grown people.
I wouldn't be present to that.
But this is what I'm saying. So these are the least of your concerns because you have discernment. Especially at the age we're at now. It's easier to get into a relationship now, I think, because you're doing the bullshit. I don't need to have 8-hour conversations and all that. I know if I like you or not. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like when you're younger, you're still figuring it out. You're playing the game. When you're older, you're not playing that game no more.
It's harder now though to meet someone.
No, do you know what it is? I won't answer that as a woman, but as a man, I know what I'm looking for, and it's my job to go and look anyway.
Right.
Do you see what I'm trying to say?
That's because you're a man.
But I guess it might feel different when you're waiting for someone. But also as a woman, I do feel like you have control as well. So stop waiting for what comes to you and have a say about what you attract.
Oh, no, I'm on the dating apps.
Oh, what, Hinge, Penny?
What do you mean on the dating apps? You find in real life. I'm just saying. You see what I'm saying? Do people pull up on you though?
No.
Why? Why do you think?
I think I'm intimidating. I never used to believe that, but then I think I am.
Why?
I mean,
what was
because of her gym disguise?
Yeah.
No, the reason why, like people, like.
She ain't even got a shadow. Shadow's scared.
I think I'm really smiley, I'm really bubbly, I'm really friendly, but I actually think men find it intimidating. Yeah.
I think it's like a warm energy. I don't.
But otherwise, then where are they? Where are they?
Not in my gym.
Not even in the gym, in real life. Like walking down the road.
And with the gym we go to, they probably like me.
Yeah. Oh, they're all honest. I think there's a lot of homosexuals in that gym.
Of course there is. Of course there is.
That's why when you go in the sauna, the lights are really bright.
I only go there once a week. Okay? Yeah? I swear. Okay, cool. So we've got some quick 5 questions.
Okay.
That we want to ask you.
Is it on the phone? Why do you have this phone?
Because this gives me the nostalgia.
Oh,
you see what I'm trying to say?
Oh, okay.
These are the contacts that I called to be on the podcast.
I didn't have one of those.
No, Diddy did though. Yeah, this is probably where all the fuckery happened. Yeah. Anyway, Nat, do you want to go first?
Yeah, I'll go first.
And just answer them as quick as you can.
Okay,
yeah?
let's go.
Cool.
All right, cool. Is it ever appropriate to hurt someone's feelings?
Yes.
Give us an example.
I think if you're being honest and in the long run, it will hurt them less. If you hurt them now, then yes.
We talk about the awkward 5 minutes.
Yeah, it's an awkward 5 minutes. Yeah. Some people don't want to have the awkward 5 minutes. They want to just stretch it out for 16 years. Now it's deeper. But if you told them shut the fuck up, then it would have been like, who are you talking to? And then we would have got over it.
But also as well, you can be honest. You don't have to be disrespectful.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The please be quiet is at the beginning in the 5 minutes. When you wait to the 16 years, now it's shut the fuck up.
Yeah, shut the fuck up. Yeah, that's true. That's real. Yeah. What advice did you get from someone earlier in your career that did not work?
Oh.
Because people always talk about, somebody told me this, but we get bare unsolicited advice. Oh. Which one did you get that you tried and it didn't work for you?
Pass. I don't remember.
Yeah. Okay, try and come back to that one if you can.
Okay.
All right. Who is someone that you need to forgive and have not?
And we want the name and we don't need to know why.
Nobody.
No? You've forgiven everybody?
Yeah, because I've done the work, man.
Oh, that's true. Right. You did say that earlier on, to be fair.
I would say it probably would have been my dad. Yeah. And me and my dad are cool now.
So, good. Yeah. Oh, that's good. That's good to hear that. What are you missing most in your life? And really, really, I want you to answer from here.
A great love.
A great love.
Although I am my own great love, but a great love in another human being.
All that self-love stuff. We don't. Yeah. She want that, man.
So, how do you take care of you?
By just being kind to myself first and foremost. I've started a new practice now where I've started, because I saw, Instagram, they say like if you speak like positively to yourself, your body starts to heal on another level as well. Okay. So like I've got to do these mantras every day. I'm like, I love you, you are safe, you're amazing, you're blossoming, you're growing. So I've started talking to myself, but also I fast, like I said, I told you I fast. I eat quite clean, I train. I just try and take care of myself. I have a sauna. Is this like a regime that you have for yourself? Yeah. Like every day, or is it like a weekly thing? Every day.
Do you know what I'll say this about you, just on the outside looking in? There's nothing's dull when you're around.
Oh, thank you.
Nothing.
Thank you.
Nothing. I've never been in any environment where you're there and it's shit. Do you know what I mean? Like genuinely, like every time I see you, Kels, from day one till now, like you are fun, and I hope your person understands that. Do you see what I'm trying to say? And they don't come and darken it with no fuckery. Yeah. Because you will get the awkward 5 minutes. You get me? Yeah. But real talk, like you have attractive energy. I think you're beautiful anyway, but you have attractive energy. A lot of people don't. Do you see what I'm trying to say? So big you up. All right, this is a good one. What lesson have you learned from the lowest point in your life? And is there anything about it that you're now grateful for?
What I will say is, when the worst things happen to you, they're always the biggest lessons. And you never lose, you win or you learn. So I would say, like, the people that have done the most fucked up things to me have given me the most valuable lessons. And then again, sorry to harp on about life coaching, but when I did life coaching, there's a practice, it's called turning breakdowns into breakthroughs. So when something really bad or shitty happens, you use the tools that you've learned to turn it into something positive. Right. But then what starts to happen is when this bad thing happens to you, you actually get excited because you're about to level up. You're about to learn something new. You're about to learn a new skill. You're about to change something in a major way. So then nothing really phases you anymore because if something shit happens, you're like, right, let's get it, because you know something good is going to come out of it.
It's perspective, isn't it?
It's all perspective.
It's the lens. It's how you look at things.
And finally, how are you?
How am I?
Yes.
What does that mean?
How are you in general? Just how are you in terms of life, career? Is there anything else that you feel like you want to achieve? Or are you like, you know what, I'm in a safe space in terms of I'm content with what God's given me?
I think when I first started doing what I was doing, I wanted to be the epitome of what an artist is. So I would say someone like Rihanna, someone like Beyonce. Yes. That obviously hasn't happened for me yet, because you never know what can happen. However, I'm really feel really grateful. I feel really blessed to be where I'm at. Obviously, I have my residential that I do every week in Mayfair.
Please give it a plug. Be specific. Yeah.
Come through. It is fire. There's so many blessings in my life, I have a good life. I can pay all my bills. I can go on holiday. I can buy myself nice things.
Well, because you couldn't go to Turkey because what happened to your passport?
Oh, no. I was trying to go to Ibiza.
Oh, yeah.
No, it's some stupid law thing.
Turkey was my brethren.
Yeah, it's some stupid law thing, but I've sorted it out.
Because it was the last 6 months of your passport or something like that?
No, it wasn't that. It's basically, back in the day, if you got a 10-year passport and you renewed it a little bit earlier, they'd give you the extra month. So my old passport was 10 years and 7 months. But because of Brexit, They no longer honour the 7 months. So
yeah,
even
yeah.
though I had more than 6 months, they were like, this ended in April. I'm like, no, it doesn't. It hasn't even ended yet. It's next year, like January. They're like, no, because of Shenzhen law. And I'm like, what the hell is Shenzhen law?
And who the fuck is Shenzhen?
Quick one for you. What's the origin of your stage name?
I was named by, it's obviously off a Prince song called Rock Hard and Funky Place, but I was named by my digital engineer, Daddy Dig, when I worked with Best Kept Secret.
Yeah.
Cool. Kele Le Roc. Yeah.
Is that the first time you said that?
No. It's been
People ask
asked.
you a lot?
It's been asked many times.
Okay.
I love the name though.
My real name's Kelly Biggs.
Yeah, we don't like that one, man.
No, but you know, like
The
now, you've
government
got Biggie Smalls, Mr. Biggs.
Kelly Biggs is good though.
It would have been like me and Lisa Mafia are brethren as well, but like Lisa Mafia, Kelly Biggs. Do you know what I mean? And that's her real name as well.
Who has been somebody who you've met in the industry that, you know, that has really kind of had a good impact on you, and then like you're still kind of cool with them today?
There's been a few people, but I would say someone who I really love is Terry Walker.
I knew he was going to say that.
I just love her. I just love her. We're so real with each other as well. Like, I love that we have such a real relationship. We all like cuss each other off, and then we'll be like, love you, we'll make up, and like, I just love her so much.
Yeah, we got to get Terry on, man.
Yes.
All right, cool. Well, listen, it's been a pleasure.
Thanks for having me.
You're my sis. You know, I love you. Anything
Thank you.
we could ever do for you. Yeah. I keep saying this, but I need to come to your Wednesday night.
Yes, you do.
I'm going to bring my girl, man. We're going to come down there because she keep telling that she can sing, but we'll see.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
If anyone's been like living under a rock, what song should they check out right now?
Oh, my new song, actually. I mean, it might not be the demographic of...
Hey, excuse me. We're grown. I'm 45.
Okay.
Yeah?
Okay.
Yeah, our people pay pardoner. You hear me? All right,
but if you said pardoner, that sounds like Jamaican people. They might not like this song. They might not.
Go on.
So basically, I just did a cover version. So with one of my agencies, we put out albums every year. And I just did a cover version of Radiohead Creep.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like electronica. But also, we also made a short horror movie to go with it.
Nice. So you got the visuals.
Yes.
Would you do acting?
I have done acting.
Okay, cool.
I'm acting right now.
Yeah. I don't really like you, Coach.
Here, I thought I was talking to Kelly Biggs. Listen, man, we love you, sis, and you're more than welcome to come back and promote whatever you got going on.
Thank you. I've got a new album coming next year, actually, as well.
Have you named it yet?
Le Roc Music Volume 1, Pops Electro.
All right, man. It's coming, people.
It's coming, people.
All right, well, thank you very much for coming through, guys. Make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. I've been Kojo Anim.
Natty Ranx.
And we'll see you guys on the next one. Peace. Booyah!
Thank you.
We've got to take that picture now, yeah?